The innocent spouse wins the day. Today I'm going to tell you about a case that we recently settled where the taxpayer client was the wife of a gentleman who was previously self-employed. He racked up about $100,000 in tax debt due to his self-employment income, and he basically kept his wife completely in the dark about their finances during the time frame of their marriage. When I initially consulted with this lady, she told me the story, and I thought, wow, this might be a good case for what's called separation of liability. Separation of liability is like a subset of the innocent spouse category, where what we do is we ask the IRS to actually split the liability into his and her sections, or in the case of a same-sex marriage, I guess it would be his and his or hers and hers. But anyway, into the separate liabilities of a jointly filed tax return. So in this case, what had happened was the wife had been previously a W-2 employee or not working, I can't recall, and the husband had all of the self-employment income that ultimately generated the tax liabilities. It's for tax years 2013 through 2015, and it was about $100,000. We filed an innocent spouse claim on Form 8857 to the IRS, and we waited. And then one day we got a letter in the mail, and the claim was completely denied. And in the form letter that we received, it almost looked like the IRS didn't even read the claim whatsoever. And that seems like that's been normal over the last few years, where the letter's not even responsive to what you filed. So there's false claims in there. It's just kind of a mess. So we filed an appeal in this particular case, and I'm happy to say that appeals granted the separation of liability election for all the years in question. So this particular taxpayer wife's liability went down from about $100,000 to zero. So she's really happy about that. Ex-husband's going to have to pay the liability, or at least deal with the IRS as far as that goes. And so for our client, that was a win, and she was quite happy. If you have questions about this kind of a case, or really any kind of case with the IRS or taxes, we would invite you to visit our website at getirshelp.com.